Hi, this is Internet Business, Chapter 5 E-Commerce Business Strategy. In this chapter, we're going to study identifying the key component of e-commerce business model. Also, we're going to study describing the major business-to-customer business model. And then we're going to study describing the major business-to-business business model. And then we're going to study understanding of key business concept and strategy applicable to e-commerce. Ace & Tate disrupting the European eyewear industry. The rise of e-commerce has disrupted countless traditional retail market segment, but even today there remain areas where e-commerce innovation has yet to fully take place. Until recently, one of those areas was the optical industry. The supply chain for selling glasses typically included a host of different players, including frame manufacturer, lens manufacturers, opticians, franchises, and a very few individual direct retailers. Several companies have emerged looking to change that paradigm, including Amsterdam-based Ace & Tate. How do companies like Ace & Tate disrupt traditional supply chain? What kind of infrastructure does a company that sells online exclusive require? How does Ace & Tate engage with its demographic? Should Ace & Tate expand its physical retail presence? We're gonna talk about this issue in our classroom. E-commerce business model. Business model, set of planned activity designed to result in a profit in a marketplace. Business plan, describe a firm's business model. E-commerce business model, thus leverage unique quality of internet and web. 8 key elements of business model. Value proposition, revenue model, market opportunity. Competitive environment, competitive advantage. Market strategy, organizational development, management team. If you hope to develop a successful business model in any area, not just e-commerce, you must make sure that the model effectively addresses the 8 elements listed in Figure 5.1. Value proposition. Why should the customer buy from you? Successful e-commerce value proposition, personalization, customization, reduction of product search, price discovery cost, facilitation of transactions by managing product delivery. Revenue model. How will you earn money? Major types of revenue model. Advertising revenue model, subscription revenue model, premium strategy. Transaction fee revenue model, sales revenue model, affiliate revenue model. insight on society, first care, check your privacy at the door. Class discussion. What revenue model does the first care use? What other revenue model might be appropriate? Are privacy concerns the only shortcoming of location-based mobile services? Should business firms be allowed to text or call mobile device with advertising messages based on location? Also, we're gonna talk about in our classroom. Market opportunity. What market space do you intend to serve and what is its size? Market space, area of actual or potential commercial value in which company intends to operate. Realistic market opportunity defined by revenue potential in each market niche in which company hopes to compete. Market opportunity typically divided into smaller niches. Competitive environment. Who else occupies your intended market space? Other companies selling similar product in the same market space. Include both direct and indirect competitor, influenced by number and size of active competitor, each competitor's market share, competitor's profitability, competitor's pricing. And then competitive advantage. What special advantage does your firm bring to the market space? Is your product superior to or cheaper to produce than your competitors? Important concept: asymmetries, first mover advantage, complementary resources, unfair competitive advantage, leverage for fact market. Market strategy. How do you plan to promote your product or services to attract your target audience? Detail how a company intends to enter market and attract customers. Best business concept will fail if not properly marketed to potential customer. Organizational development. What types of organizational structure within the firm are necessary to carry out the business plan? Describe how firm will organize work. Typically divided into functional departments. As company grows, hiring moves from generalist to specialist. Management team. What kind of background should the company's leaders have? A strong management team can make the business model work, can give credibility to outside investor, has market-specific knowledge, has experience in implementing business plan. Raising capital. Raising capital is one of the most important functions for a founder of a startup business and its management team. Not having enough capital to operate effectively is a primary reason why so many startup businesses fall. Many entrepreneurs initially bootstrapped to get a business off the ground using personal funds derived from saving, credit card advance, home equity loan, or from family and friends. Funds of these types are often referred to as seed capital. Once such funds are exhausted, if the company is not generating enough revenue to cover operating costs, additional capital will be needed. So seed capital, typically an entrepreneur's personal fund derived from saving, credit card advances, home equity loans, or from family and friends. Elevator pitch. Short 2 to 3 minute presentation aimed at convincing investor to invest. Traditional sources: incubator, angel investor, commercial banker, venture capital firm, strategic partner, and nowadays crowdfunding. Jobs Act. Crowdfunding involves using the internet to enable individuals to collectively contribute money to support a project. Incubators typically provide a small amount of funding and also an array of services to start a company. Angel investor, typically wealthy individual or a group of individuals who invest their own money in exchange for an equity share in the stock of business, often are the first outside investor in a startup. Venture capital investor typically invest funds they manage for other investors, usually later stage investors. Insight on business crowdfunding takeoff. Class discussion. What type of project and company might be able to most successfully use crowdfund? Are there any negative aspects to crowdfunding? What obstacles are presented in the use of crowdfunding as a method to fund startup? Also, we're gonna talk about this issue in our classroom. Categorizing e-commerce business model. No one correct way to categorizing. Text categorize according to e-commerce section. Example, business to business, e-commerce technology. Example, m-commerce. Similar model appears in different sectors. Companies may use multiple business models. Example, eBay, e-commerce enabler. B2C business model. E-tailer, online retail store often called e-tailer. Come in all sizes, from giant Amazon to tiny local store. Also, community provider, social network. Community provider create an online environment where people with similar interests can transact, buy and sell goods, share interests, photos and videos, communicate with like minded people and receive interest-related information. Content provider. Content provider distribute information content such as digital video, music, photo, text, and artwork. Content provider can make money via variety of different revenue models, including advertising, subscription fee, and sales of digital goods. And then portal. Portals such as Yahoo, MSN, and AOL offer user powerful search tool as well as an integrated package of content and services such as news, email, instant messaging, calendar, shopping, music download, video streaming, and more, all in one place. Initially, portals sought to be viewed as gateway to the internet. Transaction broker. Companies that process transactions for customers normally handle in person, by phone, or by mail are transaction broker. Market creator. Market creator build a digital environment in which buyers and sellers can meet, display and search for products and services, and establish prices. Prior to the internet and the web, market creators rely on physical place to establish a market. Service provider. Why tailors sell product online? Service provider offers service online. There's been an explosion in online services that is often unrecognized. Photo sharing, video sharing, and user-generated content in blog and social network are all services provided to customers. E-tailer, online version of traditional retailer. Revenue model: sales, variation, virtual merchant, brick and click, and catalog merchant, manufacturer direct, and low barrier to entry. B2C model, community provider. Provide online environment, social network where people with similar interests can transact, share content, and communicate. Example: Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest. Revenue model, typically hybrid, combining advertising, subscription sales, transaction fee, and so on. B2C model, content provider. Digital content on the web, news, music, video, text, artwork. Revenue model, use variety of model, including advertising, subscription, sales of digital goods. Key to success is typically owning the contents, variation, syndication, aggregator. Insight on technology, connected car, and the future of e-commerce. Class discussion. What is the Internet of Things? What value does the Internet of Things have for business? What impact does the Internet of Things have on the content industry? What impact does the Internet of Things have on vehicle? Are there any disadvantages to connected car? We're gonna talk about in our classroom. Yeah. Important issue. B2C business model portal, Search Plus, an integrated package of content and services, revenue model, advertising, referral fee, transaction fee, subscription for premium services. Variation, horizontal, general, example Yahoo, AOL, MSN. Vertical, specialized portal, example SaveNet. Search, example Google, Bing. B2C model, transaction broker, process online transaction for customer, consumer, primary value proposition, saving time and money. Revenue model, transaction fee. Industry using this model, financial services, travel services, job placement services. B2C model, market creator. Create digital environment where buyers and sellers can meet and transact. Example, Priceline, eBay. Revenue model, transaction fee, fees to merchant for access, on-demand service company. Sharing economy, platform that allow people to sell services. Example, Uber, A&B, Airbnb. B2C model, service provider, online service. Example, Google, Google Map, Gmail, and so on. Value proposition, valuable, convenient, time-saving, low-cost alternative to traditional service provider. Revenue model, sales of service, subscription fee, advertising, sales of marketing data. B2B business model, net marketplaces. E-distributor, company that supply product and services directly to individual business or e-distributor. W. Grainger, for example, is the largest distributor of maintenance, repair, and operator supplies. E-procurement, just a e-distributor provide product to other company. E-procurement firm create and sell access to digital market. Firms such as Ariba, for instance, have created software that help large firms organize their procurement process by creating mini digital market for a single firm. Exchange. Exchanger have garnered most of the B2B attention and only funding business of their potential market size, even though today they are a small part of the overall B2B picture. An exchange is an independent digital marketplace where hundreds of suppliers meet a smaller number of very large commercial purchasers. Kaplan and Shawnee, 2000. Industry consortia. Industry consortia are industry-owned vertical marketplace that serve specific industry such as the automobile, aerospace, chemical, floral, or logging industry. In contrast, horizontal marketplace sells specific products and services to a wide range of companies. Private industry network. A private industry network, sometimes referred to as a private trading exchange or PTX, is a digital network designed to coordinate the flow of communications among firms engaged in business together. B2B model e-distributor, a version of a retail and wholesale store. Maintenance, repair, and also operation. Goods and indirect goods, owned by one company seeking to serve many customers. Revenue model, sales of goods, example, Granger. B2B model, e-procurement. Create digital market where participants transact for indirect goods. B2B service provider, software as a service, platform as a service, provider, scale economy. Revenue model, service fee, supply chain management, fulfillment service, example, Ariba. B2B model exchanges, independently owned vertical digital marketplace for direct input. Revenue model, transaction, commission fee, create powerful competition between suppliers, tend to force suppliers into powerful price competition. Number of exchanges has dropped dramatically. Example, go to paper. B2B model, industry consortia, industry-owned vertical digital marketplace open to select supplier, more successful than exchanges, sponsored by powerful industry players, strengthen traditional purchasing behavior. Revenue model, transaction, commission fees, example, SupplyOn. Private industry network, digital network used to coordinate among firms engaged in business together, typically evolved out of large companies' internal enterprise system. Key trusted long-term suppliers invited to network. Example, Walmart network for supplier. Figure 5-4, e-commerce and industry value chain. Every industry can be categorized by a set of value-added activity performed by a variety of actors. E-commerce potentially affects the capability of each player as well as the overall operational efficiency of the industry. A flow diagram illustrates the 6 generic players in e-commerce and industry value chain. The players are as follows: supplier, manufacturer, distributor, retailer, customer, and transporter. Players in their system use different types of system. Manufacturer use supply chain management system. Distributor use inventory management system. Retailers use efficient customer response system. Transporter use transportation management system. The web provide an alternative direct channel. Firm value chain, activity that a firm engages in to create final product from low input. Each step adds value, effect of internet, increase operational efficiency, enable product differentiation, enable precise coordination of steps in chain. Figure 5.5 E-commerce and firm value chain. Every firm can be characterized by a set of value-added primary and secondary activity performed by a variety of actors in the firm. A simple firm value chain performs 5 primary value-added steps: inbound logistics, operation, outbound logistics, sales and marketing, and after-sales service. An image shows the primary activity and secondary activity in e-commerce and firm value chain. The secondary activity are administration, human resources, information system, procurement, and finance/accounting. The primary activity are inbound logistics, operation, outbound logistics, sales and marketing, and after-sales service. Firm value web network business ecosystem uses internet technology to coordinate the value chain of business partners, coordinate a firm's suppliers with its own production need using an internet-based supply chain management system. Figure 5.6 Internet-enabled value web. Internet technology enables firms to create an enhanced value web in cooperation with their strategic alliance and partner firm, customer, and direct and indirect supplier. A diagram illustrates Internet-enabled value web by showing how a firm or industry transacts with several value chains outside it. The diagram shows a cloud rebel firm/industry in the center connected by two-way arrow to 4 other clouds surrounding it. The firm has ERP system and legacy system. The first cloud represents strategic alliance and partner firm. The second cloud represents customers who are connected to the firm through customer relationship management or CRM system. The third cloud represents indirect supplier or maintenance, repair, operation, and the fourth cloud represents direct supplier who are connected to the firm through the supply chain management system such as private industry network and net marketplaces. Business strategy plan for achieving superior long-term returns on capital invested, that is profit. 5 generic strategies: product service differentiation, cost competition, scope, focus market niche, customer intimacy. E-commerce technology and business model description. Disruption. Disruptive technology, digital disruption, sustainable technology. Stage disruptor introduce new product of lower quality. Disruptor improve product. New product becomes superior to existing product. Incumbent company lose market share. So actually e-commerce technology, important concept is disruptive technology. Disruptive technology, actually technology that underpin a business model or disruption. Digital disruption, a business model disruption that is driven by changes in information technology. When new technology are at the core of a change in the way business is done, they are referred to as a disruptive technology. When the technology involved is digital, the term digital disruption is used. The use of technology is referred to as sustained technology because it helps companies to cope with competitive pressure and improve their product and serve their customer with less expensive, more powerful, or unique product. But the same technology can be used by innovative entrepreneur disruptor to destroy existing business model. And then careers in e-commerce. Position assistant manager of e-commerce. Qualification skill and preparing for an interview. Possible interview question. The company is manufacturer of more than 3,500 different tools for both the do-it-yourself customer market as well as the electronical and telecommunication industry, where it is a leading provider. The company's products are sold through consumer retail outlet as well as through direct sales to industry. In 2007, the company launched its first website. So the develop e-commerce roadmap and timeline, or develop a business-to-business e-commerce presence to support the distributor network, develop and maintain an online and offline catalog contents management system, develop and maintain search engine, develop a mobile and social marketing plan, collaborate with the information technology, develop strategy plan and budget for an e-commerce plan. So bachelor degree in business administration, management, information system, e-commerce or digital marketing, and business analytics. Preparing for the interview. When preparing for the interview, it is essential to do in-depth research on the firm and its industry. Possible interview question. Maybe you can prepare. Finish chapter 5. See you next class. Bye. Have a great day.